Two mountain hikers find a dark cave-like opening while on a hiking trail and thought they seen something moving.
It's so weird. Her friend too?
From this bedroom to another state.
Welcome back to the channel, family. It's your guy Trip 5, back again with another creepy video compilation. Let's get right into the video, y'all.
Y'all, did y'all hear about 17 people have came up missing in Atlanta after they did an application on Indeed and was offered an interview? They went to that interview and no one ever heard from them ever since. This is scary and we got to be careful. Well, everybody got to be careful. If you applying on Indeed, be careful. Because y'all know I went to the Book of the Face and I searched this, right? Because everything get talked about on the Book of the Face. And when I searched this up, it's so many posts talking about how people are going on these interviews that they're getting off of Indeed and they're not being seen after they go to those interviews. Can't nobody find them. So for the mothers and fathers, or hell, even if you ain't a mother or father, you probably out there looking for you a job. Be careful letting your children apply on Indeed, and you be careful with applying on Indeed. I remember back in the day, you used to get a job off Indeed like that. Now they using it to kidnap people.
Should I disappear after posting this? You'll know why. I work on Plum Island. If you don't know, Plum Island is a small isolated area off the coast of Long Island, New York. I've seen things, heard things that I can't keep quiet about anymore. On the surface, it's just an animal disease facility. They study animal diseases here, mainly ones that could potentially harm humans or livestock. But that's the sanitized version, the watered down version that they tell the public. Let me tell you, that's not the full story. There are things here that they don't want you to know about. Things that shouldn't be happening in a place like this. A lot of the research here focuses on dangerous viruses. Viruses that could wipe out an entire population. They're trying to figure out ways to control them, study them, but there's always a risk, right? And it's not just the viruses, it's what's been hiding beneath the surface, literally. I've overheard conversations about creatures, things that have been brought here, locked in cages and experimented on. There was even talks of one that escaped. There have been reports of strange sightings on the island. I've heard rumors from the staff about why certain areas are off limits. They'll tell you it's for safety reasons, but there's a look in their eyes when they say that. There are records, documents so deep in the archives that only certain people have access to them. What's in those records? Listen, I've seen enough to know that there is more than animal research going on here. There are theories about biological weapons and people talk about military involvement. And the worst part, if you get too close to finding out the truth, they'll make sure that you don't stick around for much longer. You won't find anyone who's been here for 20 years willing to talk. It's just not worth it. I'm here to tell you that Plum Island isn't some quiet research facility. There are things happening here that you wouldn't believe, things that should never make it to the mainland. I don't know how much longer I can stay here, but if you ever get the chance to come here, just stay away, said an alleged whistleblower of Plum Island. If stories like this interest you, be sure to give me a follow because I enjoy having these type of discussions too.
Have y'all ever heard of Plum Island? Because I haven't. What type of island is that? It sounds like Area 51 or something. He said that they have mysterious creatures there caged and locked up. What are they hiding from the people? What type of creatures you think they don't want us to see? And you know they probably threaten the people who work there, so they never talk about it. It's a cold world out here, y'all.
Y'all don't find this oddly convenient and suspicious that a whole shipping container with preserved chicken, that chicken is still fresh when it hits that sand, just washes up in Jamaica? There's no traces of the ship where this container mysteriously fell from. There hasn't been any claim from any business reporting missing inventory. If I'm handling inventory for my business and thousands of chicken packages randomly disappear, you don't think I'm gonna report it? You don't think that shipping container that weighs 1,000 pounds would be further out in the beach? How did it make its way all the way to the shore, just perfectly placed there? And from me doing some research, I found out that chicken spoils quickly. It doesn't take a long time for chicken to go bad. These chickens don't look rotten to me. They look perfectly preserved. You see when something is too good to be true and they're like setting a stage and everything looks perfect? This is exactly what's going on right here. We cannot be that gullible as a society. There's way too many red flags and there's way too many things that are not adding up with this. I'm still waiting on that business to report their missing inventory because that's way too much chicken for you to not say nothing and for you to not report it. My people in Jamaica, don't eat this. Don't eat this chicken.
All right, y'all, look. It's not just Jamaica they be doing that shipping container shit. See that? See that train? Whole container with a freezer on the back. Let me show you. It's a freezer on the back of that motherfucker. They got it parked right in the neighborhood where people can see it from the street. See that? Listen to it. I don't even think it's a lock on that motherfucker, man. You see, when shit intended for a certain area, this is what they do. They put it there. Just like this.
Nah, that's a deep fried bird right there, bro. That is a roasted chicken, bro. Why they take him out the oven? He is cooked. This better be AI, bro. What? Man, I am...
Y'all, something massive just happened on the earth, y'all. And just to prove it, look at the skies of Norway, y'all. Look at this. Look at these insane auroras just lighting up the sky of Norway, y'all. Also, when I looked at the video, I peeped this thing over here in the skies. And when I zoomed into it, it looked like this, y'all. It looked like somebody literally cut a piece of the sky open. Y'all see that? It looks like a smoke ring as well, but it looks like somebody just cut a piece of the cloud out or the sky out. Check this out from Disney World. Y'all see this? These are not just a byproduct of solar storms. Something deeper is happening here. Y'all see, look at the colors. Look. Y'all see that? It's flashing. And then y'all remember this portal that opened up all over the UK? Do y'all believe this has something to do with this? We've all seen some amazing videos of the Aurora Borealis, but nothing like this, y'all. This is breathtaking. This is literally Lisa Frank. When you think of Lisa Frank, you literally see this. The Hopi, the Norse, the indigenous tribes all across the world, they knew these lights were sacred. They knew when the sky danced, they understood that change was coming. And there's a great shift that's happening right now, right underneath their foot, y'all. And I believe sooner or later, everyone's going to see this around the world, y'all. The shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
You know, I never seen the sky look like that before. It kind of looks like the Aurora Borealis. A lot of weird things has been going on in our skies lately. That looked like a rainbow icy or something. What do you think is the explanation behind that? We all know that the shift is happening, but is the sky changing like that a sign of it?
Issa Rae. I love her. Wait, what is she? What is she wearing? Weird. Her friend too?
I got to try out the new nubbin from Tucker Studios, and I'm going to tell you if it was worth the hype. Yesterday, I was invited down to Tucker Systems in association with Streamberry, to try out the new nubbin. I did a few psychological evaluations before they loaded my memory onto a hard drive. After some quick health screenings, I was ready to go. Some other influencers even got to use the nubbin. By the way, Diva, this is how locked in I want to be. And here's a quick demo.
Play the most immersive games ever known. Explore endless galaxies. Revisit old loves. And even find new ones.
I did take on my very own nubbin. Servers don't launch until April 10th, but who wants an unboxing? Let me know. Would you try the nubbin?
You know, I heard that this was an ad for Black Mirror, but why would the process go that far if it wasn't real? That looked like something you will probably see in the near future. Like, it's literally a device that will go back and make you relive your memories. That's crazy. Would you put that on your temple and go into a deep sleep like that? It's like the world is getting us used to these extraordinary tech devices. You know, I also feel like these devices are real life things. But, you know, maybe it's just classified technology that they're not giving to the public.
As you can see, that gentleman just walked out of that fire exit just then, and he was wearing a suit. Now, really funny, that's really interesting that there's a lot of people in suits walking out of this fire exit. But look at where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're in the middle of Miranda, Westfield. Okay, this is crazy. And as you can see, check this out. Normal fire exit, what, right? That's just a normal fire exit. But guess what? Watch where it leads. Look at this. Bang.
And I know one thing, anybody that's still seeking a music career in the industry nowadays with a major label, please reconsider. Please reconsider, because you see, once you sign on that line, they own your ass forever. Ain't no such thing as your contract is up. Yeah, it may be up, but that means they're going to get rid of you. They're going to get rid of you, cash in that life insurance policy, and keep all your royalties. Y'all better stay away from that shit.
Shit, you know, people been trying to tell people about the music industry for years, and people still want to live that life and not realizing what comes with it when you sign that dotted line. There's a lot of things that these celebrities don't talk about that they have to participate in. They probably done seen all types of things that had traumatized them, and you know they could never talk about it because something will probably happen to them. Like, real talk.
Like, I literally thought I was entering a dungeon seeing this. Little did I know I would walk into such a sick room. Like I said before, guys, sorry for like the little bit of the darker room, but there's nothing I can do. There's no lights. The lights are being covered by this, and it doesn't reflect any, so my camera light's just not doing anything. So hands down, immediately, that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in an abandoned house, is that back room right there. I think I'm just hearing something, honestly, but alright, let's keep going. There's even caution tape here. I wonder what happened. What I want to do is go ahead and make my way back over to this huge pool. Oh, check this out, look at this. You can see under the pool, that's the pool through that window. You could look through that window and it would normally be underwater. Where do you see that in a house? Alright guys, so something I skipped over is when I initially came down the steps, I saw, here's the spiral staircase right here. I initially came down that and went that way. What's this? Oh, it's a changing room. Check that out. They have changing rooms here. And look, you can see under the water with that as well. Dude, what? This is so insane. It's another changing room. Why is there so many changing rooms? Look, you can even kind of see the pool. Looks like you're in a ship. Check this out. When you come through here, sorry for my hand shaking, but we have a full sauna. Oh my god. We have a full sauna in here. This is lit. I can't believe we just found a sauna as well. But that's the end of this hallway over here. Guys, literally finding so much stuff in this house. It literally just keeps getting better and better. But something I didn't really film as much as I wanted to is that swimming pool. So let's go up and check that out. Right up these spiral stairs. So look, here's the windows I was just showing you guys when we were underground. So I'm just walking around the pool right now, as you guys can tell. It's a really big pool, and it's actually a deep pool. Look at this room though. How often do you ever see anything like this? Even a full diving board, which looks like you can probably even hit your head on. But look, here's the pool cover right here, which, since it's indoor, I honestly don't even know why you'd have one. But you get the idea. Look how sick this pool is. Besides that though, they just have a couple of lights on the wall, a couch, and that's about it.
Just watching this video give you like an eerie feeling. I heard people saying that this is Diddy's old mansion from the early 2000s, and he bought it like off a mafia member or something like that. I'm not sure, but there was this alleged victim named Allie Carter, and she spoke about this so-called red room, and that looks very similar to what she was describing. Who knows what was going on in that so-called adult room? That looks like a dungeon or something. Now, if that's his old house, imagine what he got in his new house.
This is literally shining in my bedroom window. Am I the only one that see this? Yo, am I the only one that see this? I just finished praying and I look out my window and this is what I see. I've never seen it like this before. This is nutty. Y'all, look at that. This is great. Do y'all see what I see?
You can see a much more stable fracture. Okay, I have to do this quick because this stuff does not last. 525. You can see there's a whole range of tones here, but 525, you're going to hear, probably hear the fluctuation there. There we go. And you are witnessing a gate, portal, wormhole, stargate, whatever you want to call it, from this bedroom to another state, using a mixture of two solid tones.
This is wild. Newly declassified CIA documents reveal that in 1988, the CIA located the Ark of the Covenant. If you don't know what the Ark of the Covenant is, it is an ancient artifact that people around the world have been searching for in a real-life treasure hunt. It is a wooden chest encrusted in gold, and inside it is supposed to hold the original tablets of the 10 Commandments. The documents show that this was under Project Sunstreak. They used remote viewing to find the Ark of the Covenant, which they say now is in Ethiopia. In other words, they used advanced psychics and people that were well-versed in telepathy. We know that the CIA and the intelligence communities have been using these gifted people for their different various projects for a while now, but to see it written down on these declassified documents is crazy. Those documents believe that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia, but there's been a lot of speculation if Donald Trump has the real Ark of the Covenant at Mar-a-Lago because he has a complete replica of it there. Was the worldwide treasure hunt over, or has it just began? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Have you seen what Tom Hanks been posting lately? He's been finding a lot of stuff lately. As you can see, he took a picture of a sandal. And then in one of his other pictures, he took a picture of a pacifier. Then he found a couch with a sneaker on it. I guess this is a garage sale and they just selling this stuff or they giving it away. Then he took a picture of 2 gloves by a sewer. So this is pretty cool. Then he finds a glove by his truck. He probably dropped that while he was taking the picture. Then he takes a picture of a sock. I don't know why, but he's taking pictures of things, guys. He also took a picture with a glove by a window. And this thing right here says True Temper. I don't know what that is. Then he finds a glove that somebody probably dropped, like a handyman that was working. And what's wild about this is that I have those same type of gloves. Those gloves are really good. A lot of picture of gloves, man. This guy must collect gloves. I ain't gonna front, I got a few myself. You've been my favorite actor since Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest, run. That was an amazing movie. Tom Hanks put his work in, man. Great actor, amazing person. I watched all his movies growing up. This dude's the truth. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just letting everybody know what Tom Hanks been up to lately. He's been finding a lot of stuff and posting it. I guess he's about to start selling it online. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, guys, so that's what he's been up to. He's been posting that on IG. I've been trying to comment to his pictures, but he set it up to where you can't comment on his pictures. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here.
You know, it's strange that he posting those type of pictures. Is he trying to send a subliminal message or something to, you know, reach a certain person? Or is he trying to expose something through these coded pictures? You know, I'm pretty sure that these big name celebrities know a lot about what's going on. And they probably try to speak about it, but, you know, they probably would threaten their family. You know, that's just my opinion on it.
An earthquake in Myanmar uncovers a lost history these villagers didn't know existed. Is this proof of the mud floods and history not told by any academia history books? Who created this large structure buried in the ground from an unknown time period? Two mountain hikers find a dark cave-like opening while on a hiking trail and thought they seen something moving inside. As they flash a flashlight inside the cave, they witness a large eye staring back at them. What animal or creature did these two explorers find? By looking at the size, color, and texture, your guess is as good as mine. Leave your thoughts below in the comments.
Watch this.
Martina, will you marry me? Touch your left ear. Touch your right ear.
Oh my God, I speak elephant.
What's the matter? What's the matter, love?
Treasure, say are you alright?
What's about?
To make some mischief, are you?
No, we're not there causing trouble.
Oh, there.
Here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy.
What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up? What's up? Wait. I know. I know, right? I know.
Can these certain animals understand us? You know, why they don't tell us this though? Why do we have to find out on our own? You know, the majority of these animals could probably understand everything that we're saying, but they just can't communicate with us. You know, I believe that animals are way more intelligent than we thought.
Fucking explain to me how a fucking waterfall works. Where does this fucking water come from? It just unlimited water comes down forever, and then you might say, oh, it comes from like a lake or an ocean. What, there's an ocean on top of the fucking mountain? Where the fuck does this water keep coming from? Oh, is it snow melting? What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? It just comes unlimited forever? It's just unlimited water comes down? Where the fuck does it come from? And if it comes from an ocean or a lake, does it just climb up, defy gravity? And you might say, Arya, are you on fucking drugs right now? No, I'm not. I'm just curious because I don't think anybody actually knows where the water comes from.
So you're telling me a whole tech executive, his wife, his 3 kids, all unalived in this helicopter because the pilot decided to take off and didn't have any fuel? They said the pilot said that they were running out of fuel. Come on now. How did that even happen? Something's not adding up. The guy who was unalived on this helicopter wasn't just a random guy, y'all. His name was Augustine Escobar. He was the CEO of Siemens Spain. That's a major international tech company. It's crazy. They had just landed in New York from Barcelona that morning, and later on in the day was unalived from a helicopter. Out of fuel my ass. How do you fly a whole tourist helicopter over the Hudson River and not know that you were out of fuel? Make it make sense, y'all. Please, make it make sense. They didn't have no emergency route. They didn't have no emergency landing. They don't check shit like that before they even take off. Now, here's the kicker. The people who were eyewitness that said they seen the whole thing said that the helicopter just broke into pieces in mid-air, y'all. They said they heard like a sonic boom. That don't sound like a crash to me. That sound like something hit it or something malfunctioned. Like, how did that even happen? Now, I know helicopters, planes, anything can malfunction, but not out the random. That's why you got routine inspections. So if this thing was at the point of just crumbling like that in midair, how was it even eligible to take off? How was it even eligible for people to get on that jump? So that's not making sense to me, y'all. I'm not saying it's a setup. I'm just saying powerful people seem to disappear or get caught up in situations like this a lot. The history goes deep. Somebody knows something, or I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. This shit crazy.
You know, this seemed like something you would see in a movie or something. You know, people just think this is just another conspiracy theory. But this is really happening around the world. You know, do your research on some of these CEOs. You know, most of them died in a way like this. You know, that's very weird if you ask me. I'm gonna leave it at that, though. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We out, y'all. See you in the next video.